I'm going to tell some truth about Tim. Boy, I'll tell you what. Believe me, brother, I'm coming down on you hard. Tim and I competed in everything. And I will tell you this. I was a better fisherman. I caught a heck of a lot more fish. And my dog and Beverly's dog, Lavanja, is every bit as good as Maggie. So I wanted to get that right on. Tim Marcum, in his life, taking Frank Sinatra lead, did it his way. Everything he did is the way he wanted it, the way he lived his life, full of energy, love of family. Everything that he did full speed ahead. I met Tim in 1984, excuse me, 1978, I'm sorry. And I was at Texas Tech University. I was coaching. Rex Dockery, who was our head coach, says, I want you to go down to Ranger Junior College, and I want you to see Tim Marcum. And they got some good prospects there. And it was 79, I'm sorry. It was right after they won the national championship. And so I'd coached in several places before I got to Texas Tech. I'd been to California, the junior colleges and everything, and I said, wow, this has got to be some kind of place, Ranger Junior College. They just won the national championship. So I was excited about going. Believe me, don't put Ranger on your bucket list. The coaches here and Tim's friends, we have several coaches here from Texas, they know where Ranger is. Boy, I don't know what hell looks like, but I'll tell you, Ranger ain't far behind. But anyway, I visited with Coach, had a really nice visit, and I figured right off the bat, this guy's got good bullshit. And you know, after years of friendship for 35 years, my first intuition of him full of bull was exactly right on. When you look at a man, and you know, everybody has different drives in life. They have different goals in life. Me, as far as my goal, I know this about Tim, but I wanted to coach, and I coached every day of my life as hard as I could coach, but I wanted to go on to fish, hunt, visit families, friends, and whatever. Tim Marcum, and when I was in San Antonio, he says, I am going to coach until I die, when I asked him that question. And his passion and his love of the game, he loved everything. Some people didn't like to go to coaching clinics or seminars or whatever. Tim absolutely thrived on it. Even when he wasn't coaching college ball, he'd go to the conventions and he'd hold court. And just loved every aspect of football. He probably, and the thing that we were a great combination, is he gave me cerebral ideas because he was constantly mentally thinking about the game. And we would then pass off these thoughts, these processes that he would initiate in a lot of cases, and we'd come up with some great game plans along with David Knaus and Bill Bradley, who was with us at San Antonio Gunslingers. But Tim was very intuitive. He was not a runner. We were running. I'll tell you what, we were in great shape. You ought to have seen us. And Tim even looked like he was in shape, but he did nothing. He was the laziest human being I've ever seen. In fact, when we went from one field to the other, when the horn went off to change fields, that's the only time I saw him jog, and it was a slow jog. We're down in San Antonio, and oh man, and the reason I mention this is everybody knows about what he did from his brother Jim, knows what he did as far as from the commissioner, as far as in the arena ball. I'm filling in the loopholes. When we go to San Antonio, and we have two of the players, we have Jim Bob Morris from Kansas State here, and we have Put Show from SMU, two of our great players with the San Antonio Gunslingers. San Antonio, and just before Tim died, I was there, we had dinner, and we are watching football, and San Antonio comes up. This is before arena ball, this is after his high school, his college coaching, and it was with passion. We didn't get paid. We didn't get paid, and we loved this place. And we talked about San Antonio. Well, we're in Alamo Stadium, in the gym. We're putting together our game, our playbook, and we go out and take a run after doing some work. Come back in, we go take a shower, and here comes Timmy into the shower. He says, "Oh boy," he says, "first staff shower together." You know, and I hadn't coached Timmy. I knew it. We all looked at him kind of strange, but it was lively. He was so much fun just doing those little things. But what he did as far as over his career, the coaches that he gave jobs to here in arena football, the players that he gave second chances to make a niche as far as playing football. It's just incredible, the people and the lives that he has touched and the energy that he provided. And the stories could go on and on. We had stories last night, and they could go on and on and on about this man. I was once told when I was in college, and I came up in the country just like Timmy and Jim and all those, well, his family did. I was told that you can have many friends, but the number of friends that are the closest friends, you'll be lucky to have on one hand. And it's very true. Timmy Marcum was one of those I could put on my hand. If I needed him, he was there. If he needed me, I was there. It didn't matter if we lost by 20 or won by 100. It didn't matter. We were coaches, and in that San Antonio I had staffs. Dave sits right back there. Bill Bradley couldn't be here. There was so much love and closeness and with our players. And Timmy Marcum is one of the greatest friends that a person could have. Now, one thing that he defies that a lot of us don't, he probably had more than that 5 that his true friends could count on him, and they could count on him. I could not give a better honor to a person than to be on your best friendship list. And he has many in this room that I'll guarantee you they can say that. And that is the tribute, the number one tribute that we can have in life, is to be thought in that matter. My son, James, he's got a lot of wit, he's got a lot of BS. And he told me the other day, he said, "Dad," he said, "I talked to a lot of your coaching buddies, I talked to a lot of your friends, but when I talked to Marcum, we'd get the business taken care of, and then he'd talk another 20 minutes to a half hour." They had so much cleverness, mind control cleverness, they went beyond me. And they had great relationship, as he had great relationship with about everybody in this room. So all I can say, without question, I have to tell one more story, I'm sorry. Timmy and I were in Dallas at the Marriott. They had a nice little club down there. We met down there one night. Beautiful girl, the most beautiful girl in the whole bar. I mean, she was knockout gorgeous. And I said, "Oh, I'm going to go ask her to dance." I went over there to ask her to dance. She gave me a flat, cold no. I mean, a hurting no. So, I go on back, depressed a little bit. I wasn't a bad-looking dude when I was younger at all. But anyway, I'm sitting there for about 10 minutes, and Timmy's sitting with me, and I said, "Timmy, I'll bet you $5 you can't go dance with that pretty girl over there." You know how he do his shoulders and bullshit. Anyway, he went over there and visited with her about 30, 40 seconds. And all of a sudden, there he is up on the dance floor dancing. And I said, "My God." And now I'm really depressed. He comes over, I give him his $5. About 2 months later, he said, "Jimmy," he said, "remember that pretty girl I won that $5 off?" I said, "Yeah, I remember that." I thought he was trying to dig me a little bit. He says, "Well, I gave her 20 if she'd dance with me." I just want you to take your glass, stand up. This is Tim Marcum. He did it his way.